Millions of Americans are on Facebook, and millions more are on it around the world.
Yeah, how do you protect yourself from potential viruses on the social media site? If you have a question like that, who do you call? But Stan Prager, our tech whiz from GoGeeks in East Longmeadow. Stan, happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday, and thanks for having me on the show, as usual.
Thanks for being here.
We would be shot if you weren't on the show. This is one of our favorite segments. So Facebook can be dangerous?
Facebook can be dangerous. Do you have Facebook, Tom?
I do have. Yes, I try it. I do my best.
Okay. Because you know, everyone qualifies for it. All you need is a face, and you actually can have it. So, but some people use it more than others. I use it a lot. I know Brittany uses it a lot. And so to set the stage here, in the world, 1.4 billion people use Facebook.
Wow.
And since the world population is 7.3 billion, I think, don't hold me to it, that's more than 1 in 7 people use it. In the United States, 165 million, which is 50% of our population use Facebook. So if somebody wants to use Facebook as a vehicle to infect computers, that's a pretty big audience they got to play with there, right?
But don't they have protections or safeguards in place? I mean, that's a huge company.
To some degree, they do. However, you know how clever the criminals are. And as I've said in the past, I don't like to be Dr. Doom and talk about bad things, but this is an important lesson, especially because whenever there's some really bad thing that happens in the world, like after 9/11 and now after these terrible Paris attacks, this is an excellent opportunity for the criminals to get in, because what they do is they post, you know how the ads run on the side of Facebook? So they post, you know, suggested video. Click on this video to see something about Paris or see something about terrorists or what have you. And when you click on it, it actually hijacks your Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
How would they even get there to begin with?
Well, because they run ads, but then these ads are taken over by the bad guys.
Can they post in your name then? Could they make posts into your symptoms?
That's exactly what happens. So if your friends tell you, geez, what is this pharmaceutical ad that's appearing on my Facebook wall from Tom? That's one of the bad things that can happen. There's two things that can happen. One is they can just simply hijack your account, which is the most common thing, and use you to post out ads for different things, sometimes, you know, somewhat disturbing things that'll come up in your name on other people's news feeds.
Yeah.
The second thing that can happen, which is even worse, is it directs you in a link to a website, just like with a scam in your email, which will then download a virus onto your computer. So
when Facebook isn't safe, I'm sure it's the same thing with Twitter. I'm sure it's the same thing with any of these multimedia sites that we go to. They're just so massive.
Exactly, and I've been hacked on Facebook, so this is not an unusual thing. My hacking was not as bad, as malevolent as it could have been, but essentially what you want to do is if anybody tells you, geez, why is this stuff showing up on my wall? You want to change your Facebook password immediately, because what's happened is you've clicked on this other thing. You also want to be really careful about allowing apps to share your Facebook.
Yeah. It's a dangerous world out there, Stan.
Wow.
You're keeping us safe. Thank you, sir.
Trying.
You're doing your best.
I appreciate it.
Stan Prager. Yeah, he needs a Superman cape. GoGeeks in East Longmeadow. Go there for all your computer stuff. He's awesome.